Hi, my name is Jackie Murray, and I'm your guide through these 32 lessons in the Structured Learning Technology curriculum for fourth graders. We're on lesson 14. Great lesson too, word processing editing. So students know how to use word processing. They started that pre-word processing in kindergarten and first grade, word processing in second and third. So they're pretty good at word processing with whatever the tool is you use in your classroom. But editing, so, they think they know how to edit, but we're going to dig into that today in this lesson. So vocabulary, dialogue box, difference between edit and format. You'll be surprised how students either don't know or mix it up. So ask that question of them. What is the difference? Show me an example of editing and formatting. If you have a student gallery in your classroom, very easy to show formatting in that gallery. Editing, just show them any word processing. It's edited. Most likely it is. Okay, so essential question, how do I use technology to make writing easier? Word processing programs make it easier to write well. Very simple. It's a replacement, word processing programs. Replacement for all the struggle and strain of editing, rewriting. You don't have to do it when you have a word processing program. So you are going to assess them on a lot of the normal things you're used to assessing them on, but plus they're going to have that they had their writing sample that brought to class, that they signed up for the board, the Speak Like a Geek board, before they left. So that is their warm up to sign up for the Speak Like a Geek board. They're going to pick a date and a word that they teach their classmates the definition of. So let's look at there. If you're using student workbooks, they have a form here they can fill out. They'll go up to, you probably give them a list of words. You can share it to the classroom. When they pick the word, they cross it off, so no one else can. It's shared, so it shows up in everyone's document that it's crossed off, no one else can use it. Add their name, then in this form in their book, their name, the word, the presentation date. Go to the class calendar and put their presentation on the date that it fits. So everyone knows this is the date. There can be 3 per date, but no more, because you're only going to spend maybe 10 minutes of class on that. This will be your class warm-up for a while. So they'll take care of all that work for you. Don't do it for them. Don't be the one that puts it on the calendar. Have them do it. They don't have to do it right there in class. They just have to do it before the next class or before the end of the day. How's that? Before the next day. How's that even better? So that's what they're going to do. So you have a record on the class calendar of everyone presenting when. If they don't fill it in, you have the right to assign it. So you'll go to the class calendar and put their name on a date with the word you want them to define. Okay, so I'm in the student workbook. Let's go back to the teacher one. You can have signups under the calendar, under spreadsheets, Office 365, Padlet. This one is Padlet. This is the signups under a calendar that you brought up in Google Apps for Education. Either it could be the a table that they're using in the Docs program, or it could be spreadsheets, all sorts of things. You have lots of options here. The calendar in Google also, that they go right to that calendar, and when they see 3 names there, they have to go to a different date. Okay, so the way this works, they sign up. When their time comes, they stand up in front of the classroom, they introduce themselves. Hi, my name is Samantha. My word is whatever. It means whatever. Use it in a sentence, and then ask for questions. So that's as simple as it is. It probably won't take a minute. You give 2 extra minutes for questions. Maybe students will have questions, maybe they won't. Lots of times students like asking questions. That's why we limit it. So then they can ask their questions, you move on to the next person. It's very quick in and out, and it's not designed to be stressful, but it gets the students up there presenting in a very safe, quick environment. Okay, here's their grading, so you're transparent about how you're grading them. eye contact, that they knew the word, that they knew the definition, they used the word in a sentence. You tell them exactly what you're going to be graded on. Have a copy of each of these, of this form for each student on your iPad or your tablet computer. Fill it out as they talk. Put their name at the top, fill it out, move on to the next one. So you are done. It is not your homework either. You're done. You move on to the next one. You don't even have to print them out. Just record the grades. Save a screenshot of each, or save the image, the annotated image, and save it to your file on the student so you can see the grade, and you're done. Okay, so now we're moving on to the meat of this project. You have 3 you can pick from, but they're all dealing with editing in a word processing program. First, you can bring a paragraph up that the student wrote, and then they're going to color code whatever topics you're discussing. These are some topics from Common Core for 4th graders. So you might pick these, or you might just pick 5 of them, color code them, and then the student goes through their writing and highlights based on that color coding. Then they save the screenshot or the document, share it, print, share, publish, whatever you do in your classroom, and they're done. They can work in pairs, but they'll probably do each person's paragraph. So do one and then do the other and work together. They can use the same color coding. They can use this one if they don't want to take the time to create their own. But you definitely, the topics will come from you because you want them to align with what you're working on in class. These might be not all these will be the ones you'll work on in 4th grade, but you might be, the grade level team might tell you that they're focusing on certain ones of these at this time. So those are good ones to pick. Okay, that's project 1. Number 2 is fun. Go to Gerald Czar's famous candidate for a Pulitzer Prize. Let me bring that up for you, because it is a really good one. Let me see if it's coming up for me. It might not. Hold on a second. I'll get it up. It looks like this. Now, this poem is famous for all of the grammar errors. They're not typing errors, but when you look through this, you find a whole bunch of words that aren't right. Plain, lee, for. They're all the wrong word. They're all words, but they're the wrong ones. So it is very famous for having over 200 of them. So you're going to ask students to type this as it is, and then go through and mark off the ones that they see. So it plainly, for my review, we've already got 4 right there. Mistakes. Yep, we've already got okay. Cannot see. Okay, this whole sentence is mistakes. So they're going to type all those and then highlight the ones that are wrong. And then and they can work on with a partner on that and just see how many they can find of it. They're looking for 127 out of the 224 words. That's how many they're looking for. Let's see if we tell them that in here. We might. So I don't know, 20 words per minute. No, we don't tell them. So they don't know how many they're looking for. Perfectly fine. You know they're looking for 127, but let's see who gets the most. Now, if you're worried about, if they're worried about all that typing, 224 words, they're 4th graders, so they type, their goal is 25 words per minute. Let's say they type 20. That's only going to take them 12 minutes. So there's their typing practice. Elbows at their side, hands curled over the home row, springing up and down. They're doing all the right things. They're keeping their eyes on the screen, not on their keys. Typing practice, that's what this would be. It takes them 12 minutes. Then they can work with a partner to come up and highlight all the words. Okay, the 3rd one is these sentences, and you might have more. How would you edit these sentences? Add grammar marks so that they're more easily understood. Like, let's eat grandpa. The famous one is throw grandma from a train a kiss. So if you don't put some commas in that, you don't know who's throwing who what, and it can get very confusing. So this is these are examples of sentences. Fun list to collect yourself during the school year of sentences you run across, maybe that your students have used. and use that next year. So if you finish early with whatever project you do, there's some really good grammar websites here you can go to that students will enjoy. To teach them grammar, you might focus them on the topics they're covering in class, or just let them do a general overview. Okay, guys, that is it. Have a great week, and let me know if you have questions in our discussion board, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.